In today's test, we're going to go take a look at the Hero 3 and how well it does in low light. We're taking a cruise around downtown Wausau right now. It's twilight, there's plenty of light here, and the camera looks surprisingly great. Certainly I know if we'd been trying this with the Hero 1, it wouldn't be so great. Rolling shutter, everything else seems to look really good. So we're going to cruise up the road and we'll watch and see how it gets darker, how well the camera performs. Now we are shooting in 1080p 24 and we are using ProTune. This seems to be a sweet spot for the camera as far as low light performance, at least in some of the very first tests that I did with it. Now we've gotten into a little bit darker area here. You can see the sky's gotten a little bit darker, and let's just keep on going. And we're doing a quick couple little maneuvers here, and you know, that all looks good. We didn't see any weirdness with the motion, and the sky still looks pretty clean. Well, dynamic range here isn't quite holding. Those lights are just gone, but as we get into a darker section in the road here, I'm going to see something that really kind of surprises me. I know if I had been doing this shot with the Hero 1, this would just be goopy, grainy, nasty muck. And we actually have a really nice, bright, colorful image that's relatively clean. Mercury vapor lights here. Everything looks great. And let's check out this downhill section when I'm going kind of fast. As you notice, this car isn't going by me very quickly because, I'm doing about 30 miles an hour. The sky looks great, doesn't it? There's not that huge amount of nasty noise that we'd associate with the Hero 1. And we're going to go into yet a darker area. Yep, those are some sodium vapor, but we still have some blue in the sky here, and it's all holding together pretty well. But when we get into this just absolutely pitch black area, wow, you know, this is still working for me. I mean, I realize it's not perfect, but it's certainly a very usable shot for a lot of different things. So get the look of this in your head for the moment. We're going to come back out into the light. And when we do, check out this funky lens flare that comes from the car that's going to pass us in a few moments. It gives us some rainbow refraction. Yep, pretty interesting. So with this, it's all looking pretty good. I've got one more very dark shot I want to show you, and then we're going to show you something different where the camera just surprised me. Now this is really dark here. This is what it looks like to the eye, and this looks really good to me for the conditions that the camera is shooting in. Whoa, what is this? Sodium vapor lights. It's green, just mucky, nasty looking video. What we have here is there's a lot of cloud cover, and it's bouncing all the lights. The only light really, the predominant light source in this is the sodium vapor light, and clearly the camera's just not happy with it. Now I've got a couple more shots coming up where we go into some dark areas here, and this area has got to be just absolutely pitch black, and we're coming up onto a single street light. It's really kind of like the infrared camera look. I don't mind it. Maybe if I had to use it for something I would, but not my favorite. Not the greatest performance here, but check out what the camera does in this very next shot. We're again in a very dark area. First we're coming up to a sodium vapor light, and we're going to come up onto a pair of mercury lights. Those are 56K. They probably have a little bit fuller spectrum to them. And just watch how this camera goes from this nasty grainy muck. It's quieting down. It's quieting. Oh, hey, that looks pretty good. Camera is definitely liking these mercury vapor lights a lot more, and when we lose a little bit of it, it gets noisy again. We're going to come back around, and just watch how the sky here goes from being very noisy, and then it just settles down. It looks good for a little bit. We get out of the light. We're back into this sodium vapor, and it's clearly not happy. So like I always say, you got to test your gear so you know how it's going to perform under the conditions you plan to shoot in. But certainly the Hero 3 has much better low light performance than any of its predecessors. If you want to do skateboard or bike videos in dark parks at night, this is definitely the camera that you want to go out and grab.